People are readying up, and I have hit spectate. Perfect. Round Australia. I'm not too sure how F2 cars are going to react around here, to be honest. There's quite a few high-speed corners, but should be okay. Rather you guys than me, that's for sure. Who do we currently have in? At the moment it says it's just me, but I know there's 4 of us. So, thanks Twitch. So just so awesome. We're here for one shot qualifying of FRL Tier 1 F2 round Australia. I believe this is round 6, let me just check that. It's round 8, sorry, I stand corrected, this is round 8. If we look at the updated standings. Okay. I'm not sure how many drivers we've got in here today. The first impressions is not many. Waiting for the final two to ready up, and okay, so this is great, but I don't know who's who. I do not. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's ride on board with P1 at the moment. Who, okay, that is not ideal for whoever is in Mazepin's car. I apologise, I do not know. Added a bit of realism to this lobby though by Mazepin spinning. Let's go back to the front. I believe this is big. I'm not too sure though, but he has been overtaken for P1 at the moment as it stands. Again, I'm not too sure, but I do believe this is big. I'm gonna have to look at the. Oh, it's not even going to work because we've not got a full grid, so I'm not going to be able to know who's who. This isn't going well at the moment, if I'm being honest, but, you know, we'll make the most of it. We definitely will, and I'm sure we'll still have a great time though tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is not ideal. I think what I might do is leave and come back. Will it tell me in the race director? Oh, it's not telling me anything. This is really annoying. Okay. Okay, I've quit the game. I've exited, and then I'm going to rejoin. Okay, so we have Nibby, Jay Hartnell, Quick Killer, Lynx, Big, Ace Dixon, Jude Santi, Dragon Speed, and Luna. Here we go, it is now going to put me in, so I'm on pole ball second. Okay, perfect. Thanks for that, mate. Sorry, it wasn't showing me who you were, which wasn't ideal. So I've left. I'm going to rejoin. Hopefully that's going to at least show me who's where. Luna's P4. I love that. Congratulations on the pole, Dixon, as well. Congrats on P4, Luna. Big in second. This can be very interesting down to 1. And I can see names now. Perfect. That's what we love to see. Well, at the moment I can. I'll be able to... We all know how we're code masters, don't we? 15 seconds to go. Now it's less than that. Formation lap. Okay. Okay then, so I don't think I have an updated standings for F2, but going by last race results, obviously we didn't race in Baku last week, so results from 2 weeks ago on the 13th. No. Okay, no, that is updated standings. Perfect. Okay, so 2 weeks ago would have been the 12th. And we had Big was the winner of the feature race in USA, with FaZe Pantera winning the sprint race. Big also got 4 extra points for pole position, and TTV Dixon got 4 extra points for fastest lap in both the feature race and the sprint race, giving him 2 per race. It's very good performances from those guys, that is for sure, as we see Ace Dixon warming his tyres on the way to the grid with Big in second. I was right with Big. I got the car right with him, at least. You know. Had a 1 in 9 chance of being right. Luna P4, Lynx P5, Dragon on Speed in P6. Starting on those super soft tyres. Jay Hartnell in 7th on the mediums, Nivi in 8th on the mediums, and Quick Killer in 9th on the mediums as well. Mazepin, he must have been the guy that span, unfortunately, on his quali lap. Ace Dixon's on mediums, as well as Big. Jude Santi is on the supers, and Luna's on the mediums too. So I'm expecting to see some movement from Jude Santi at the start. He is Big's main rival today, I believe, in terms of championship standings. If the standings I have at the moment are correct, he is 31 points behind. So not really too sure. But if that is correct, then he is going to be hoping to gain in some points on Big today. He can see his title rival right in front of him. On board with Luna here now. Now Lynx. Dragon on Speed. Jay Hartnell. Lynx has got red on his signal, which is not great. Ugh. Just hoping for a good start for once. Yes, good luck, my man. Let's hope you can. The consolation is the guy next to you is on the same tyres. Oh, I do not know what's happened there. There we go, lights are now going to go out. Let's go on board with Big, see his start. And now on board with the... Oh my word! As we have seen... Is that Big at the start there? With... No, that's not. That is Quick Killer, Jude Santi, and... I'm not too sure what's happening with the timings at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, but we have had a crash into the first corner here, as Luna is currently leading. I don't think this is quite right. We've got Luna in first, that is correct, and then I think we've got Lynx in P2, followed by Dragon on Speed, then Nivi, then Quick Killer Jay Hartnell. I believe it now has updated, that is correct. I spun with judging someone else. I don't know what happened there, mate. Dixon, I can see now it's updated. I'm on board with you. I'm not really sure what happened there. I was on board with Big, and then always we see Luna here. I'm not really too sure what Lynx has done there, to be honest. It looks like he has just driven into the back of Luna. But yeah, I was on board with Big and then went to the main screen to see everyone coming into turn 1, and it just showed the start-finish straight and then people yeeting off into the pit lane. But it's a long race, mate, still, and you're guaranteed points in this race for sure, as there is only 9 runners, so you are guaranteed points. Jude Santi alongside Ace there, the 2 guys that collided at the start. Ace now takes the inside line. Is Lynx going to service drive-through penalty this lap? It's not looking like it at the moment. Quick Killer, who started at the back of the grid, has gone from last to third on the opening lap here. He is being chased by Jay Hartnell. As we see, Luna is 7 tenths clear at the front. As we see, Big has pitted and is going to be putting on another set of mediums and a wing change. And I believe Judge Santi is also going to pit and put on a set of mediums, probably try and take those to the end, potentially. But that is not ideal for Big. That is really going to impact him for the next race as well, for sure. As we see Jay Hartnell here, 1/10 behind Quick Killer for P3. Can he take that off him? Field does seem quite spread at the moment. 5/10 at the front of the field there with Lynx and Luna. Lynx has gone purple sector 1 at the moment. That has been taken by Ace, who is back up into P5. And we've got Dragon on Speed, who is, I believe Dragon on Speed has wing damage, I'm not too sure, as Nivi has spun there in that fast right-hander in sector 1, going up to sector 2 split. And damage his front wing as we see Big and Judge Santi now. The two championship contenders are at the back of the grid at the moment. So this race is anyone's game, I can imagine. Luna now 5/10 clear of Lynx at the front. But Lynx does have that drive-through penalty, so it is effectively 3 seconds, back to Quick Killer in a net P2 at the moment, with Jay Hartnell only 8/10 behind and Ace 1.4 behind him. I think Lynx needs to serve his drive-through on the next lap now, maybe shortly. Maybe he was just letting the field kind of spread out a little bit so he could... There's another faster lap by there by Luna with 1:38.7. Yeah, this is now enabled then. So we have Jay Hartnell within a second, we've got Lynx within a second of Luna, and Ace within a second of Jay Hartnell. So this is a three-way battle at the moment for P3. Potentially P2 and P3 if Lynx does actually have to serve that penalty, as we see Nivi has pitted with his wing damage there. I really hope all 9 drivers do get to the finish here. As we see Ace gets much better exit there. Out of turn 4 onto, not turn 4, sorry, I got that, I think that's turn 7. Now he's going to go down the inside of Jay Hartnell, leaves the space, very fairly driven there by both drivers, and a very nice move up into P4. Now Ace is going to be chasing after Quick Killer 21, I can assure you, as he is actually pulling in a bit of time on Lynx though. So only lap 3 here, and I genuinely cannot call this. Who do we think is going to win? Let me know in the comments, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I think Lynx has to say, yeah, and Lynx is serving his drive through this lap indeed. That gives Luna a little bit of breathing space, but if anything, these guys are going to be right on her tail soon, I can assure you of that. DRS open for Jay Hartnell there. Any one of these top 4 could win, but I mean, we don't know what's going to happen for the remaining 13 laps. Yeah, a lot of these corners need big lifts that would normally be flat in a Formula 1 car for sure. Right on board with big Ace here. Big sets fastest lap with a 1:36.535. That was a very quick lap there from Big. I just want to see from the onboard how different it kind of is to F1 cars, because I've not driven F2 cars around here. They seem like they could be a bit of a handful, but I'm not. Again, I'm just guessing at this stage. I can imagine these S's can be quite tricky, although he seems to take that quite well, to be honest. And is he going to get DRS down this straight? I believe he is, but don't know if it's going to be close enough for a move. He may have to go to the outside, but I think Quick Killer's got him covered off there. A little bit of a dummy just to put Quick Killer off, maybe let him know he's in his mirrors. It's Jay Hartnell has kind of dropped off these two at the moment, so it was a 3-horse race for P2. Now it's looking like a 3-horse race for P1 if they can keep pouring in Luna. Maybe Jay Hartnell might just be saving his tyres a little bit for the end, who knows. As we see, I do think Ace is going to take P2 off of Quick Killer here. Oh, with that slipstream and DRS, no engine modes, obviously. Well, no overtake, that's for sure. A very good move, but Quick Killer gets the switchback on Ace there. A brilliant opportunistic move back there from Quick Killer. Now he's got to defend into turn 3. Don't think he needed to. If anything, he's outbroken himself a little bit. Is Ace now going to go around the outside of turn 4 here? I believe he is going to try it. That is for sure. This is fantastic racing by these two, ladies and gentlemen. Who is going to... Oh, that was inevitable. I said who is going to back out. I think Quick Killer has braked to let Ace through. And if that's the case, then I'd say that's kind of fair play to Quick Killer there for letting Dixon back through. If anything, that has helped Luna claw away and put Jay Harnell up into P2. I think it was great racing from the pair of them initially, but that corner is tight. And I think maybe Quick Killer should have got out of that, which could be why he did give the place back instantly. So I take my hat off to him for that. Ace is probably not going to be feeling that happy about that move as he has lost the position, but Quick Killer did give him that spot back, so he's effectively stayed where he was position wise. But yeah, I'll leave that up to the stewards. Ace is now 1.8 off of Jay Harnell. I don't think he got any damage. If we look from the outside, I don't think he did, which is good for Quick Killer anyway as well, because then less likely to feel the wrath of the stewards, that's for sure. Luna sitting quite comfortably out in front at the moment, 4.3 seconds ahead of Jay Hartnell, who is 1.8 seconds ahead of Ace Dixon, who is 1.9 ahead of Quick Killer, and then Dragon on Speed has caught up massively. He was 6 seconds behind these guys at the start of that, so quietly putting in the laps, definitely does not have damage and has really brought himself into contention here. Lynx, obviously, after his drive-through penalty, is quick here, so it's going to be clawing in time as well, and then there's a bit of a gap back to Big, Judge Santi and Nivi. I think Big definitely has to pit again. I don't think Judge Santi will want to, but I think he'll try and go to the end, but whether his tyres will allow it, I do not know. As we see, Ace is now 1.4 behind Jay Hartnell there for P2 and P3. And Jay Hartnell does seem to have brought in some time on Luna as well though, but he is probably going to be more worried about his mirrors with Ace closing in now, 1.1 seconds the gap. Obviously these guys do have to all make pit stops as well. Dragon on Speed is on the softer tyre, so when will he be coming in? And that is this lap, lap 7. So these guys will be trying to go to lap 10, maybe 11, as we have a 3-second time penalty for warnings there for Nivi. That is unfortunate. Ace is now a second, 8 tenths behind Jay Hartnell. From the races I've watched this year of Jay Hartnell, he does seem to be very good at preserving his tyres, but I'm not too... That's just my observation from watching him as I've watched and talked, and he then overshoots turn 3 there. Commentator's curse, which is what seems to happen with every driver I talk about in this league, so I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen. You see Ace now 3 tenths behind Jay Hartnell for P2, shaping up to be a very good battle. Quick Killer has kind of dropped off a little bit. Maybe he's just going to cement P4 here, who knows. Big now 14 seconds off of Lynx. Has Lynx made a mistake? Oh no, I think that's all reset because Dragon will be pitted. That makes much more sense. Okay. 3.6 now the gap between Jay Hartnell and Luna, so he is clawing her in as Ace is just kind of sitting in his DRS at the moment. Maybe he's going to save the tyres. I don't know if that is the type of driver he is. He was on pole here. He's going to want to win this and he's going to want to make up for lost time. That is for sure. 3.2 seconds now the gap between first and second. 5 tenths now between Ace and Jay Hartnell. Dude, I don't think he's going to be close enough into this section. We have a yellow flag. What has caused a yellow flag? as Dixon has got a time penalty, as we have Lynx has... Oh, Quick Killer has spun on the final corner there, sorry. But a time penalty for Ace going into turn 1 there. Don't know if that was turn 1 on the exit 2 maybe. Probably put him out of shape a little bit, I guess, because he's now 6 lengths behind, not close enough for a move into 3, so... That's unfortunate for Quick Killer there today. But he did start P9, so I mean, at the moment, P9 to P5 is a great turnaround. 100%, obviously Lynx probably looking like a dark horse potentially if the front 3 do end up battling. As we see Ace there, that may have been another warning, he was all over the curb on the exit, so I'm not too sure. Maybe he's going to be lining it up into the... I think it's turn 14 at the bottom of this straight here. I might be wrong, but after the S's down here into this big braking zone, but I think he's a little bit too far back. That'd be a bit desperate if he goes for it there, and he chooses not to. Jay Hartnell misses the apex a little bit, runs wide, and Ace gets a much better exit. Goes down the inside into the sweeping right there, and gets past Jay Hartnell brilliantly there to take P2. But he does have that time penalty. Let's not forget, is Jay Hartnell going to try and push and get back into turn 1? No, he did not have DRS. As Ace got his DRS then as well, so that is disappointing there for Jay Hartnell. I believe he will get it down this straight though, but I don't think it's going to be close enough. Just need to look at the penalties. I think it is only 3 seconds. We've got the mini-map on. Let's have a look at... Okay, so 6th and 9th have made stops, as we know, and it is 3 seconds for Nivy and 3 seconds for Ace Dixon, as we suspected. A snap of oversteer there from Jay Hartnell. Oh, tyres might be going off, probably close to them wanting to pit. Obviously I did say lap 10, but you know, with lighter car, could someone try and risk it and get an undercut? Ace, I guess, has got nothing to lose. Could maybe try and pit this lap for softs, for super soft, sorry. Try and get an undercut on Luna maybe with a lot of pressure rubber, and then hopefully have the pace to just try and pull away slowly. But who knows? If he's listening, I've just given him a strategy call there. But the top 3 here is looking like a 3-horse race for the victory. Luna has driven brilliantly from lap 1. It'll be interesting to see her point of view from the start there, because unfortunately the replay, the spectator didn't work very well for me. Are we going to see any of the top 3 pit this lap? No. Is Jay Hartnell going to go in? I believe no, he did not. Okay. As there we see 1st, 2nd and 3rd all in the same view there. If we look at interval to leader, how do I do that? Interval leader, there we go. The top 3 are separated by 2.7 seconds at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. It's absolutely crazy. And then a 18-second gap back to Lynx. Well, Lynx is 18 seconds off the lead, sorry. 2.6 seconds now, 2.5 between the front 3. This is going to get interesting for sure. No, not that one. There we go, the interval there. This is really going to test Luna to see how she can defend against Ace, who has looked really fast at this track so far. Anyway, from what I've seen, Luna knows he's there. That is for sure. Jay again kind of dropping off a little bit. I'm not sure if that's just a tactic. Maybe going to go a little bit longer, I don't know. I can see the graining on the front left for Dixon here. It's not looking that pretty. Definitely close to the cliff. Sorry, definitely close to the cliff of these tyres, I do think so. Will be interesting to see which one of these pits. The thing is, it's about coming out in traffic as well, which could be a thing that they probably want to avoid. Is Luna going to pit? Luna is not going to pit. As there we see, Ace has now pitted. Was basically going to do whatever Luna didn't do there. I think that was a late call. So this is now going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see where Ace comes out. Because if he comes out around big Giusanti area, you know, he could be right in the mix and then battling and then losing a bit of time. So you do not know here. going to stay on board with him and see, as Link's got a time penalty there for multiple warnings. That is not ideal. Link is in the pits as well. So let's see, where is Quick Killer? He's coming down the straight. Where is Ace? He's coming out of the pit lane now. And has he been overtaken? I don't think he has. I think he has maintained P3 there. Oh, although I do think Quick Killer is maybe going to try and get a move done on Ace. But he does have a lot older tyres. I don't think he's going to go for it here. No. I think he knew he didn't have the tyres to make that move. That'll be very interesting for Ace to see how much he can claw. I'm pretty convinced these guys will now be pitting this lap to avoid... I think they will both be jumped. Well, Jay Hartnett was jumped anyway. I think Luna might be. But it's about if she can stay within 3-second gap to Ace. But it does also... I mean, he's pulling the gap in at the moment. It's now nearly 22 seconds flat. He's pulled in a couple of tenths so far. Now in the 21s. So, I mean, I'm not too sure... Yeah, he's pulled in over a second there. As Luna does pit, does Jay pit? Yes. Okay then. I think this might be a comfortable leapfrog here for Ace Dixon there, but I'm not too sure. Well, I'm pretty sure, but I don't want to eat my own words in a bit if I'm wrong. As we see, Luna is exiting the pit lane now, but Ace is coming down the pit straight. This is going to be very close. And he has done it. There is Luna there. He's done it by over 2 seconds. That is a monster of an undercut. 3 seconds. He's pulled out the gap that he needs to win this race. As we see, Big has pitted, as has Quick Killer. Jitsansi in P4 there, thinking potentially going to stay out for the final 5 laps on those mediums. 4.2 seconds now, the gap there. 1 lap undercut difference has just been incredible for Dixon anyway. The field is kind of spread out at the moment, but we do have Big here chasing down Quick Killer. That'll be very interesting to see if these guys will end up battling. I do believe they will be, going by the fact that it is 7/10 of a second. Not quite close enough. Ooh. Some of the corners that I'm sure everybody hates on this track is the S's of Australia, that is for sure. As a fast as that, 34.2 there from Dixon as Quick Killer runs a little bit wide. Is he going to go up the inside of Big there? Is Big going to go up the inside? Decides better of it. Probably going to save it for the start-finish straight, I would imagine, or maybe into turn 3. Definitely got a much wider line there. Big's going to get much better exit. I do believe this move will be done into turn 1. Oh, very, very firm defending there from Quick Killer. Holds it around the outside, but I believe Big is going to get this move done, and that he does into P7 there, which is probably needed for his title fight. 4 laps to go. Can he gain on Dragon on speed, who's on worn mediums potentially? Lynx does have a time penalty as well, and then we've got Judge Santi on those old mediums. You can see they are very worn on the front left. Let's have a look at penalties. 3 seconds still, okay. Okay, I think Nibby is letting those guys through. I think that's a little bit harsh, considering he's letting people through, but okay. See, Quick Killer has clearly not given up on this position. Did run a little bit wide on the exit of those S's though. You see Ace Dixon now 6 seconds ahead of Luna in P1. At the moment we've got Quick Killer, who is going to be starting on the reverse grid pole as well. At this rate anyway, is 2.5 seconds stronger than speed. Can Big get a P6 in this race? He's definitely going to be wanting to try it, that's for sure. I think P5 may be a bit out of his reach unless Lynx makes a mistake, but he needs to get within 3 seconds as Nivi has retired from the session. Unfortunate for Nivi, I do not think it's been their day. Now 1.4 seconds the gap between Big and Dragon. He's really clawing Dragon will speed in on those old aging mediums there. Definitely got the tyre advantage, that's for sure. Oh, as Big does lose the back end there. But I do not think much time was lost, maybe a tenth or two if that. Just needs to get into a rhythm and he will get this position, I'm sure, as Lynx has been given another 3-second penalty there. So, I mean, Big could get P5 here. With Lynx having 6 seconds of penalties and the gap being 5 at the moment, well, around it, Big could get another position and get P5 in this race potentially. Let's have a look and see if he's going to be able to get past Dragon on speed first, though. A little bit too far back at the moment as we see Quick Killer there. Quick Killer could also move up a place with Lynx's penalty. It all depends on the final lap, really. Final couple of laps, and can't really work out all the tenths at the moment. But I can imagine it'll be very close. Jay Hartnell now 1.6 off Luna Ascari for the P2 and 3 there. I think the top 3 is cemented at the moment. I'm not sure with P2 and 3 if that will be the exact order, but I think Ace Dixon here has definitely got this win in the bag. That is for sure. Luna P2, Jay Hartnell P3. Jude Santi there, great recovery drive if he can get to the end and those tyres do not explode on him. They're not looking too good at the moment. Just have to hang in and see. Lynx is clawing him in quite quickly at the moment, which could be why he got the penalty. Dragon on speed now to the outside of... Well, sorry, Big to the outside of Dragon on speed there. I completely missed that. I don't know if he was letting him through there. He seemed very slow on the inside of that corner. But Big is now up into P6. These guys need to not battle and close in Lynx and they'll both get a spot. So, especially with Killer J right behind. Jungle of Speed though, I think is going to go to the inside of Big here. He is on very worn tyres though. Is there going to be a bit of understeer? There is contact. There is contact there. Dragon on Speed has spun it now on the entrance of that corner. Really not what you want to see. I'm not sure on my view on that one. I don't know. I think I won't say anything on that one. Probably a racing incident, to be honest. I think there was no intent from either, but I don't know if that corner was his to go for. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I have to see the footage from the other drivers. I didn't really see how much space was left by Big either, to be honest, so not ideal for him. But that is P6 for Big, and probably going to inherit P5 from Lynx with the penalty, provided he does not get one. Let's ride on board with Jay Hartnell now, who's 1 second off Luna. We will go back to Ace Dixon on the final lap, well, the final couple of corners, that's for sure. .3 seconds at the moment. Starting the final lap from Ace Dixon here then. I think Luna might be okay. You see Lynx now 4.1, Big is now 3.8 behind, so is going to inherit that P5, I do believe. Should Santi is pit? I'm not sure why he picked, because he started on softs. I'm pretty convinced he started on super softs. Unless I'm wrong with that, but I thought he'd already made his mandatory stop, unless his tyres were really that gone at the end. I don't know. Back on board with Ace Dixon here though. His front left is not looking pretty either, that is for sure. But he will be pleased that it is the final lap of the race. Coming up to the final few corners now. Driven absolutely brilliantly. Has he got a puncture? Ace Dixon has got a puncture on the final few corners. This is incredible. I've never seen that on the... Well, no, I have seen that before actually, but not with the like that close to the end. I don't think Luna's going to be able to get it. Ace Dixon here is going to... I think he's going to win this race with a puncture. Very Lewis Hamilton-esque there at Silverstone. To cross the line, Ace Dixon wins, although it is very close with Luna at the back with Jay Hartnell there. I think Luna has cemented this P2 with Jay Hartnell in P3. Very well done, guys. Lynx is going to come round in P4 for now, but obviously with a penalty we don't know what's going to happen. Second at 75% the time went. Wow! I was going to say that I was on board with you, mate, when it went. That was crazy. As we see Lynx crossing the line here with P4, but that is going to be taken by Big there. And then Quick Killer's going to get P5, Lynx P6 after the penalties. Judge Santi, I'm surprised he didn't stay out, but after seeing the 75% where with the puncture for Ace, that could have been why he chose to pit and cement 7th place. This is Dragon on Speed coming around the final corner to take P8 in miraculous fashion there. That is for sure. Very well done to Dixon there. Very well done to Luna, very well done to Jay, driver of the day. Well done to a lot of the drivers there today. Unfortunate for Nibby as well, that's for sure. I kind of want to see the start again. Judge stopped before lap 3. Okay, yeah, tyres would have been very close to going then. Congrats on the podium, Luna. Very well driven. Some of Nibby's penalties, I think, should be taken off because he got out of the way to let everyone move and he got a 10-second penalty, so... But that is 31 points for Ace Dixon there with pole, fastest lap and the race win. Luna 18, Jay Hartnell 15, Big with 12, Quick Killer with 10, Lynx with 8, Judge Santi with 6, Dragon Speed with 4, and Nibby did not finish, so did not score any points, unfortunately for them. Let's have a look and see who we have in at the moment. I see Dixon and Luna are still in, so good luck for the sprint race, that is for sure. Very good driving today, guys, from what I've seen as well, so hopefully more for the sprint race. Oh, I didn't know it didn't stank out as a stop. Oh, thank you, Luna. You were teaching me things. I've sounded like an idiot for the stream now. Rule: if you stop before lap 3, it doesn't count as a mandatory stop. Interesting. That makes much more sense. I should probably know that. I do now, so it's okay. Can Dixon take maximum points? Find out after the break. I like it. Well, it will feel like a break with how long it takes to load in. Would have been disqualified. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I was questioning his strategy call at the time, so now I know he had no choice. Yawning at this time on a Wednesday. 26 going on 70, Jack. Not ideal. We are waiting for a few drivers at the moment. I think everyone is now ready up. Here we go. So we've got Dragon on Speed on pole with Judge Santi in 2nd, Lynx in 3rd, Quick Killer 4th, Big in 5th, Jay Hartnell 6th, Luna 7th, Ace in 8th, and Nivy in 9th place there. Obviously only the top 8 do score at this race, so it's not necessarily just an easy points finish. It'll be quite interesting to see. I think Santi is going to be on those worn mediums as well. Let's have a look at the tyre. Oh, okay, he's on fresh mediums. Okay, I thought he was going to be on the mediums that he went on at the start from change from last race, but that might be wrong. I don't want that. There we go. Just having a look at the moment in the stream. F22020. I'm just reading the chat now. As we see the guys warming their tyres and just reading through the chat at the moment with what happened at turn 1 on the last race. Looking at the TV, my camera's actually right there, but you kill people, that's let's try again, no killing this time. Exactly, you know. It's the attitude we like to hear. I'm assuming wheel spin off the line, but these cars are horrendous. Yes, ART are going to be bringing home those points. My advice to you two, if starting at the back of the field with Nivi there, would be for you three to just actually stay where you are into turn 1 and just let it unfold for the first couple of corners. Right, let's go with P1. I'm going to stay in this view, okay? And hopefully... But the audio's all over the place. There we go, lights. Lights out, and away we go for the sprint race at Australia here. As we see Dragon on speed, that view is horrendous, but as we see, it looks like, again, the timings has just gone everywhere. Luna's apparently P1, P2. I'm really not sure what's happening at the moment. It is looking like Luna is up into P2. P3, sorry. I'm really not too sure what has happened here. Dragon on speed seems to have spun it. I think he went wide into the gravel there. Dixon is ghosting, as is Jay Hartnell, as is everybody, by the looks of it. But with that, there we go. No, what is going on with the order? I'm just going to have to let it sort itself out. There we go then. So, Jib Santi has taken the lead from Quick Killer, Lynx. And then we have Big in P4, Luna P5, Jay Hartnell P6, Ace P7, Nivi P8, and then Dragon on Speed, who I think was our pole sitter, unfortunately down to 9th position as Big has moved up into P3 there. He's got to get after Jib Santi there, his main rival, that is for sure. Lynx is not giving up without a fight though. Big goes a little bit wide. Though Lynx is now going to have Luna for company. Luna is in a... I don't know the team name, but they're in a sandwich of the pink F2 racing points, as we shall call them. And then we got Dixon just behind. Got two sets of teammates battling as Lynx seemed to disconnect them but came back on. Okay. Ace is now fighting Jay Hartnell out the final corner. Got a really good exit there. No DRS at this stage, obviously, as we know. I do think he is going to get this move done, although without DRS, they've got the same straight line speed apart from setup. Into turn 1. Is he going to get that move done? He is. Jay Hartnell is going to hang that around the outside. Very well defended for Jay Hartnell there. Given enough space, but not being a pushover. I think Adam is going to go down the inside into turn 3. Yes, outbreak a little bit. Actually doesn't. Gets it stopped. Very well done there. And enough space and respect given by Jay. Okay. As we see, Big is now 4/10 off Quick Killer. These tyres have got to try and get to the end, obviously. So they did sort of 10 laps in the last race, and we're asking them to do 12 laps this race. So there's going to be tyre management involved. That is for sure. You see Libby has run a little bit wide there. On board now with Jay. These guys are all evenly spread out. 6/10 between 4th 5th, 6th and 7th, like, well, it's all changed now, so ignore me. I'm going to mute my Discord before that becomes very annoying for people watching. That is just, there we go. Okay, just the links there. They are all very, very close. Ace, I think, may get the better of Luna here into turn 1, potentially, but she's going to have Slipstream from Lynx in front of her. I think she is going to let her teammate through, but I'm not too sure. That's just a very bold defensive tactic from Luna. I rate it. I will say Ace has been exceptionally quick out of the final corner of this race. Really seems to hook it up. And I think Luna, yeah, there we go. I think Luna has backed off there and lifted, given the position to her teammate. Gonna let him get on after Lynx. There's a bit of a train behind Quick Killer there with big Lynx. Well, 2nd down to 7th. No one is separated by more than a second. As we see, Nivi has been given a penalty there. That is very unfortunate for Nivi. Big here has got to get a move on. Although, does he? I think his points tally, he's got such a big margin. Probably quite happily sitting P3, but I know the racer in him would not want that to happen, and he wants his victory. Quick Killer seems to lose it there on the exit. It is now effectively going to be a drag race. Look at that shot, ladies and gentlemen. That is brilliant. I think Big is going to get this move done. Decides to back out. Okay. Those cars look really cool going through that S section as Quick Killer loses the back end there. I do... Oh, okay. That was like Schumacher-Hakkinen-esque at Spa, ladies and gentlemen. I looked back at the right time to see them all there. I think he lost the back end on the S's, and that is what caused him to lose those positions. As we see Ace battling Lynx there, still closing in on Big, although will Big bolt now that he's past Quick Killer. Luna now 9 tenths behind Quick Killer, and J Hart was 7 tenths behind. You've got to not push your tyres too soon though. I think these guys will know that more than me, having driven F2 a lot more than me, as Ace moves up into P3 there. Apologies, I missed that, guys. Taking the position off Lynx with a move down into turn 1. Which is Quick Killer there. Gives a bit of a touch to Lynx. Not quite sure if that was a bit of desync, because Lynx does seem to lag occasionally on these lobbies, I've noticed, from the past weeks of doing comms, so who knows. Okay, I think Ace is going to get on up the road after Big here. Judd Santa's got a 2-second gap at the moment, 2-second advantage. Ace was very close to hitting the grass there with his outside left tyre. That would not have been ideal for him. Ace now pulling the gap in. It is just over 1 second as we see quickly 6 tenths behind Lynx. Did Lynx get a bad exit out of the S's? Because he seems to be pulling in quite quickly there. Overshooting the corner quite badly there, Lynx. Quickly is going to go for it. No, definitely not an overtaken move at that point anyway. See, yellow flag as Dixon has spun it. Dixon has spun it there. Going into the final sector, has gone from 3rd place down to 7th. I don't think there is any... Yes, there is damage. Okay. Did not think there was, as we see Quick Killer now on the inside of Lynx into turn 1 to take P3. Are they going to take P3? I believe so. There's a little bit of contact there. Oh, that's not the best move, best look. As we see Luna now. Luna has taken Lynx and up into P3 now, if they can hang around the outside, and they are doing so. There's a little bit of contact there. Not really too sure who was at fault for that one. I think that was just very close. Neither one to give the corner. I'm not really too sure. I don't think Quick Killer hit the apex, so I don't know. Not going to comment, but Luna is currently up into P3. I have no tyres with life left. Oh, that is not ideal there. What tyres are you currently... Oh, no. You're going to have to put your mediums back on and box again by the sounds of it. As we do now see Lynx trying to battle there. Quick Killer is 4 seconds behind. Jay Hartnell again, just Mr. Consistent. Always seems to just be there. Probably the best way to describe him from what I've watched of him anyway and raced with him last year. It just always seems to be where it's happening. Oh, Luna has lost the back end now on the exit of turn 1. Let's see the drag race down now into turn 3, keeping the inside line. Gonna stay on board. I think that move is over. I think she knows to give that up at the moment, although hanging it in there just to see. But I think ideally that move was lost from the moment she lost the back end. But Link's now, Luna's going to try and switch it back. Initially to the outside, was going to try and do the up and under, but the track's just too narrow at this point. These guys battling very closely, that is one thing. Very entertaining on F2 on a Thursday night. As Luna's going to try and hook it around the outside, got a great drive there. Is Luna going to make it stick around the outside? No, but Lynx, I think Jay Hunt was just waiting for it all to happen. As we see Lynx, oh, it's Luna has hit the wall, I believe. I'm looking at the wrong person. I believe Luna hit the wall there. Not looking like damage. Unless it was tyre. It's not looking like damage at the moment from looking at the car, so I'm not sure if it was her that hit the wall. I'm pretty confident it was. I think Lynx got out of shape and Luna just went around the outside. It's not looking like damage, so... Okay. Dragon on speed and Nibby are battling very closely here for 7th and 8th, both in the points. There we go, Luna is now 3/10 ahead of Lynx. Jay Hartnell looking a bit racy behind as well. Much better exit from Luna this lap, that is for sure. As Big is now 9/10 behind. We will go up to those two battling at the front after we get through this corner. Potentially. I'm going to... Oh, Jay loses back on. I'm going to keep it with these guys for now until it gets to around 4/10, maybe 4/5 maybe, with the top two. Just looking on board from Jay Hartnell's view, it's just absolutely fantastic. We see Lynx going for a move around the outside there, not quite enough speed or room. Is Lynx going to go for it down the inside of this corner? I do not know, but I think Jay Hartnell is. Not. Spoke too soon there, Jack. Here we go. See how close these guys are going to get to each other through the S's. It's all about the exit. It is all about the exit of this corner all the way down the straight, as Lynx seems to be very close to Luna there. Looking like Lynx might get this move done around the outside. Well, it all depends if Luna's going to give the space. Luna is going to give the space. Lynx just ran out of road, unfortunately. 5 laps to go in this sprint race. Ah, this is fantastic. Quick Killer is catching up as well. A little bit of contact there from Lynx on the back of Luna. No harm done though, which is absolutely fine. I do think this move is going to be done into turn 1. We do have a yellow flag. I'm not quite sure why. I think Quick Killer may have span it on the final corner. Is Lynx going to go round the outside of Luna? No, she holds the line very brilliantly there. This is going to be absolutely incredible now into turn 3, as Lynx is now side by side. I think Jay Hartnell's going to try and go around the Oh, there's a little bit of a move there. Jay Hartnell got pushed onto the grass a little bit from Luna there. I'm not really... As Luna's now fighting around the outside there with Lynx. Let's go to the front. It looked a little bit like Luna pushed Jay off, but I'm not sure if she'd seen him or... I mean, I didn't really see the actual going onto the grass. I just saw him on the grass. So, yeah, maybe more room could have been left. But let's see, Big now 2/10 behind Judge Santi here for P1. All about the exit here. Absolutely fantastic exit. Going to go round the outside of Judge Santi here. Is that going to... Oh, okay. No, not even on the grass. That is absolutely brilliant from these two drivers. Still side by side. Around the next right-hander, and still side by side. Is just going to try and hold it round the outside now and then get the inside line for the final corner. Yes, and does get that move back into P1. That is fantastic racing by these two drivers here. On board with Big, who did not get DRS. Did not get DRS. That has been unbelievable for Judge Santi there. He won't get DRS this time though. This one will go to Big. No, it doesn't. Okay. Interesting. Coming back now to Lynx and Luna battling. Ooh, just enough space left. Good respect there from both drivers. Yeah. No contact, which is good. As we see Big now is going to go to the inside of Judge Santi here. Side's better of it. I'm not sure if this is an overtaking move. It's just making Judge Santi a bit wary of him. Maybe trying to pressure him into a mistake. Very quick short shift in there. He sticks in the fastest lap there as well. That is great from him. Probably just using up the rest of his fresh tyres. Quick Clear and Nibby seem to be battling yet again. These guys seem to be having a good ding-dong battle. As we go back here, they're going to be side by side down this straight. Big is now 5 tenths behind, so I can look at this battle here, which is very clean. Very nice battle between Quick Killer and Nibby. Nibby into P8, Quick Killer P7, 3 tenths of a second. Let's go back to the front as we see Big now at 3 tenths behind Judge Santi there for the lead for P1. Both of them get a little bit of a wheel on the grass and kind of understeered in that corner a little bit. But let's see, as Big kind of loses back end there. Who else is there to look at the moment? Lynx and Luna. Jay Hartnell 4 seconds behind. Are we going to get punches on this race? Who knows? We did last race, so you see Lynx 3 tenths behind Luna now. Have a look through the field. I believe Dragon on Speed has just got 3 seconds. Yeah, 3 seconds for Nibby, 3 seconds for Dragon on Speed there. There we go, back to the front, and it's a second gap now. So the closest battle on track at the moment is Luna Scary and Lynx. With Lynx being in the DRS. Probably a little bit too far back now, although Big has got gained 5 tenths of a second there through the first couple of corners. Let's run away with Lynx quickly still. I don't think Judge Santi or Big are going to change position at that point in the track, and I think Lynx may potentially get an opportunity here. I think Luna's kind of got it covered at the moment, to be fair. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is where the battle is at. 3 tenths of a second with a lap and a half to go. Who do we think is going to win this race? I mean, Judge Santi has led this race from start to finish effectively, so I think it would be cruel to lose it on the last couple of laps, but it's racing. No hand-me-downs given here. Oh, as Big's going to go to the outside here. What a shot that is. These two drivers here. Big is run out of track effectively there. Very well defended by Judge Santi. Just needs to make sure this is the main DRS straight where he's got to just ensure the next 2 straights, just make sure that he's okay. and then the straight that we just saw them on, of course. This is a great shot with these two drivers here. I do think Big might have this. Is Judsanti going to defend? No. No defensive driving there from Judsanti on the final lap. Going to hang it around the outside, and does hang it around the outside. That is absolutely brilliant. Although get a little bit out of shape there. I think they are still side by side. They are still side by side. This is incredible racing from first and second in the championship as Big does take the lead on the final lap. Judsanti is going to hang around the outside, and there's contact. There's contact. Judsanti and Big there. Big has span and is going to have to consolidate P2, I believe, at the moment. I'm honestly not sure who was at fault for that one either. Very unfortunate for Big there. Obviously put in a great performance, but obviously just great battling with both of them. But I guess if you're going to race cars, you're going to crash cars, as Mark Webber once said. Link's now 1/10 behind Luna. Let's go back to this action here. Oh, missing his gear shift a little bit, trying to redline it. Oh, a little bit of lag there. 0.2 of a second is the gap. That is doubled instantly. I think Luna got a bit of a better exit out that corner there. Lynx has now got a time penalty, so we are going to go back to Judsanti, who is going to round the final few corners of this Australian Grand Prix sprint race, and he is going to take P1, and I'm sure he'll be absolutely delighted with that result. Big is going to come home and claim P2. Probably bittersweet for him, but from an entertainment perspective, it was absolutely great to watch these two battling today. Luna now going to cross the line and take P3, as there is a penalty for Lynx there, so I think Jay Hartnell might overtake Lynx, and does so to go into 4th place there. Lynx in P5, Dragon of Speed's going to cross the line in P6, Quick Killer P7, and Nivi, great finish there, and Nivi is going to finish the race in P8 to take the final point paying position. I see Big has just put in the chat that was some battle, and same with Lynx to Luna, which is what you love to hear, because yeah, that was some great racing, that was some close racing, and I'm glad to see in the chat that these guys are just giving them a little, yeah, you know, they're chatting about it like it's, you know, not like they're hating each other, they're actually congratulating each other on a good battle, which is what we love to see. Obviously, yeah, there's probably not going to be every decision that goes your way, but the racing seemed like nobody wanted to give anything up, so that's what you want to see in F2, as Luna gets driver of the day. I think she started P7, no, P6, maybe P7, it might have been P7, we'll check now. It was a great battle. I'm just going to put a message in there, fantastic to watch. As we will see the final standings here. So Judsanti does get P1, Big in P2, Luna P3, Jay Hartnell P4, with Lynx in P5, Dragon Speed. So let's have a look at the weekend results, which is 33 points for Ace Dixon, 28 for Luna there, 24 for Big, 23 for Jay Hartnell, 21 for Judsanti. So Big extending his lead by a further 3 points to Judsanti there. Lynx getting 14, Quick Killer 12, Dragon of Speed with 8, and Nivi with 1 for the points for this Australian F2 event, ladies and gentlemen. Going to end the stream there, but as always, thank you for watching, and thank you for having me on the comms, and we will see you all next Wednesday night.